Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining me for this issue of Rise Over Run, your monthly reminder to spend some time on the rise, growing your business, over the run, running your business. Today, let's talk about employee compensation etiquette. What do I mean by that? Well, let me set the scene for you. In a recent business owner roundtable meeting, I had one business owner whose employees really worked extra hard this year. He had his best year ever, and his employees worked long hours making sure everything went out the door right and on time. His question for our group was, how can I recognize their efforts and reward them for all their hard work? And in the same meeting, another business owner was expressing frustration with an employee who shows up and does his work, but slowly. She knows they're leaving money on the table. Faster work means more income in her business. And she also knows he could probably step it up a bit without too much trouble, but he's not. So her question for the group was, how can I inspire him to work faster by offering some sort of additional pay or bonus? So at first glance to the group, it felt like these are pretty similar. The question is, what types of additional compensation beyond salary can recognize employees when they're working harder and incent them? But as we discussed the two situations, the variety of ways each of these two owners could each craft some sort of financial reward, the differences started to become more clear. Because in reality, the two situations are very different. One is a please, and one is a thank you. A slow employee is being asked to please step it up, and if you do, there's extra compensation in it for you. And the owner with the team that worked hard all year to pull off a record year wants to say, thank you, I recognize what you did and I want to reward you for your hard work. So one is actually an incentive to improve work, and one is a reward for a record year and all the hard work that went into it. So I want you to think about what each of these could look like in your business, because the compensation choices you make should match your message to the team. Let's start with the please. This is money attached to a specific ask. You're telling someone, if you pick up the pace, if you hit this number, if you change this one thing, there's more in it for you. A few ways that this might work for you in your business. Consider a production or piece rate bonus where pay is tied directly to output rather than just the flat hourly rate that they're making. Or a short time-specific incentive, like 90 days tied to one specific measurable target, so it doesn't become a permanent expectation. Or maybe a spot bonus you hand out the moment you catch the behavior you're hoping to see. Speed could be that, or fewer errors or better follow through. You can have a commission or gain sharing structure where the employee earns a piece of the extra value that they're creating, whatever adds on to what they were doing before. Notice what each of these has in common. They're conditional and forward-looking. They exist to move someone from here to there. Now let's talk about the thank you. This is not conditioned on anything. It's not asking for different behavior tomorrow. It's recognizing something real that already happened. How do you compensate for that? Well, consider options like these: a profit sharing payout after a strong year so the team feels the upside they helped create, or a discretionary bonus at year end, sized to reflect the effort you watched happen all year. Also consider non-cash rewards like an extra day off, contribution to a retirement account, a gift or gift card, a nice dinner paired with a genuine, specific thank you. Public recognition in a team meeting or just in a note that names exactly what you saw them do, that's always appreciated. So with these options, there's no ask attached. It's not about what happens next. It's about what already happened. And here's what really stood out to the business owners in the peer group when we discussed this. The form of incentive really matters. If you hand someone a thank you reimbursement, but frame it like a please, great year, and by the way, next year I'll need even more, it can make their best year still feel like it wasn't enough. And if you hand someone a please, but dress it up like a thank you with no clear ask attached to it, don't be surprised when the behavior you're hoping for never actually shows up. So before you map out a compensation plan, ask yourself, which conversation are you actually having? Are you asking something to change for something to change, or are you recognizing something that already happened? Get that right first, and the compensation piece gets a whole lot easier to design. How do you handle employee incentives or recognition? Share your ideas with me at kelly@secondstagegrowth.com. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for joining me for this issue of Rise Over Run. As always, keep working on the rise and not just the run, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.